Hello students, welcome to Dynamics of Machinery. We are in first module, Static Force Analysis. In the previous two videos, we have already solved two problems. Now we are going to solve the third problem. Before starting this problem, a few students has asked a doubt in first problem. Yeah, on this. Particularly while drawing this space diagram, few students had doubt. Let me clear it now and then let me proceed to the third problem. Okay. So you can easily draw this A, B, B, C, C, D. For drawing this diagram, in the question they have given all the dimension. But the problem where you are facing problem is while drawing this force 80 Newton. Okay, this force 80 Newton is act on point E. So force 80 Newton is act on point E. Okay. So force is acting on point E. So this point E is located in the middle of CD. Actually CD length is I think 70 mm. So E is 35 mm from C or 35 mm from D. Okay. E is located in the middle of CD. Okay. So we can locate this point. Now how we can draw this line? How we can draw this force line? F equal to 80 Newton. How we can draw it? There are two or three methods are there for drawing that, but I will tell you the simple method. Okay, for drawing that, you just put the you just extend this line. Okay, you just extend this line. You just first extend this line. Now take your protractor. You can choose any point on this line. Okay, you can choose any point. Suppose I'm choosing a point at this place. Okay, so keep your protractor on this point and take 150 degree. For example, 150 degree. Okay, now connect this. Okay, now take a scale, take your scale or set square, draw a parallel line to this line and it should touch E. Okay, like this. Okay, I'm repeating again. We have to draw force F equal to 80 Newton, but we don't know how to draw it. Okay, I'll give you a hint. First, we have to extend this line. Okay, va? First, extend this horizontal line. Okay, first extend this horizontal line. A to D line is there, no? This horizontal line. You just extend it like this. Extend this horizontal line like this. Choose any point. If you want to choose this point, you can choose this point. Or if you want to choose this point, okay, no problem. Choose this point. Okay, choose any point on this line, no problem. Suppose if you are choosing the point D means no problem. You just draw. You take your protractor and keep your protractor on point D and mark 150 degree. Okay, mark 150 degree like this and connect these. Mark 150 degree and connect this line. Okay, no dimension for that. You just mark 150 degree and connect it with the point D because I have chosen point D. Okay, keep your protractor on point D and mark 150 degree. You can keep the protractor on any point. Okay, but here I am keeping it on point D and I have marked 150 degree and I have connected this line. Now take your scale or take set square and place a scale or place a set square on this line and slowly move. Draw a parallel line to this line. Draw a parallel line to this line. Okay. Now we have drawn the force 80 Newton. Okay, this is how you have to draw this line. I hope all of you have understood. Okay, now we will move to the third problem. In the third problem, here we are going to see crank and slotted lever quick return mechanism. Okay, here we are going to solve a problem based on the crank and slotted quick lever mechanism. Okay, so in the question itself they will give a diagram. So this is a crank and slotted quick return mechanism. Let us read the question. For a static equilibrium of the quick return mechanism shown in figure A, determine the input torque T2. That is, what is the second link? This is the second link. So we have to find out this input torque. Okay, we have to find out this input torque. You have to find out this input torque T2. That is the question. To be applied on the link AB for a force of 300 Newton on the slider D. Where is slider D? So here they are given the slider D. So on this slider, they are applying a force of 300 Newton. Okay, on this slider, they are applying a force of 300 Newton. The dimensions of the various links. So for remaining links, they have given the dimensions. Okay, how to draw the diagram first? It is very easy. First draw OA. Okay, first fix a point O and then draw OA, vertical line, just vertical line for 400 mm. 400 mm means we have to scale it first. So I'm writing the name here. What diagram is this? This is a space diagram. So space diagram. First we have to scale it. I'm going to keep 1 centimeter as 100 units. Your wish, okay? But here I have kept 1 centimeter as 100 units. So OA length is 400 mm. OA length is 400 mm. So I have to draw, since 1 centimeter equal to 400 units. Since 1 centimeter equal to 100 units in scale, I have to draw for 400 mm. I have to draw 4 centimeter line. So O to A, draw 4 centimeter line. Okay, O to A, draw 4 centimeter line. Take your protector and keep the protector on the OA line. A should be the center, and take 105 degree from this side. 105 degree from this side. Okay, and draw a line. AB. What is the length of AB? Length of AB is 200 mm. 200 mm means you have to draw 2 centimeter line. Okay, on 105 degree, just to draw 2 centimeter line. Okay, just to draw 2 centimeter line. So we got AB. So we have, what are the points we got? We got OAB. We have drawn OA and then we have drawn AB. Okay. After this, what is the length of OC? Length of OC is 800 mm. 800 mm means from here, from O, you have to draw 8 centimeter line. From O, you have to draw 8 centimeter line, and that line should be passing through point B. Okay, that line should be passing through point B. Like that you have to draw. Take the scale, keep one end on point O, keep the side of the scale on point B, and draw the line for 8 centimeter. So we got OC. Okay. After that we have to draw CD, that is 300 mm. But before that, from A, above A, you have to take 400 mm, no? 400 mm. So above A, you mark 4 centimeter. Above A, vertical height 4 centimeter, and draw a horizontal line, horizontal reference line like this. Okay, horizontal. It should be perfectly horizontal. Don't draw inclined line like this or inclined line like this. It should be perfectly horizontal to your sheet. Then only the diagram will be correct. Suppose if you draw inclined line, even if you draw 3 degree or 4 degree inclined line, the entire problem will be wrong then. Okay, so draw perfectly horizontal line. Okay, perfectly horizontal line like this. So we have drawn perfectly horizontal line. Then what is the CD length? CD length is 300 mm. 300 mm means 300 mm means you have to draw for 3 centimeter. So take your compass. Take your compass and 3 centimeter on the compass. Okay, take 3 centimeter on the compass. Keep one end of the compass on C. Okay, with the other end cut the arc on the horizontal line. With the other end cut the arc on the horizontal line. We will get point D. Yeah, we'll get point D. Okay, now we have finished drawing the space diagram. Now we have finished drawing the space diagram. Now we have to move inside the solution part. Okay, okay. This is also very easy. Easily you can solve these problems. Okay, we'll start. Okay, right. I hope all of you have drawn the space diagram. Now we will move to free body diagram. Okay, this you can take any link and you can start solving the problem. Okay, first let us take point. Yes, let us take this slider. Suppose if you take this slider D, draw the slider that should be parallel to this D. Okay, now in the question itself they have mentioned one force on the piston, and we know that since this piston is lying on the fixed link, definitely one reaction force will be on the piston. Okay, and I'm giving the name as F16. Okay, because this piston is lying on the fixed link. Fixed link number is 1. Okay, fixed link number is 1. Here you have the fixed link. No, fixed link number is 1. So I'm giving the name as 16. For this force, I'm giving the name as 16. And here I have one force. Okay, this two force I know. Okay, but surely there will be a third force on this side, but I don't know. But I don't know the direction. Okay, so I cannot draw that. So keep this piston diagram as it is, and we will move to the next link. We will take link 5. Okay, we will take link 5. If you take link 5 means in the question, if you take link 5 means in the question they didn't give any extra load on the link 5. Okay, so I am drawing it here. Just to draw link 5 parallel to this line. Okay, parallel to CD. Parallel to CD you have to draw. Okay, I have drawn. In the question they didn't give any external load on CD. Remember, they didn't give any external load on CD. So I'm sure there will be a force on each end and they will be perfectly opposite to each other. So draw like this. Okay, so draw like this. So draw like this. And you can ask me a question, sir, why you put the direction on this side? In the previous problem, you put the direction like this. In the previous problem, you put the direction like this. But in this problem, you are putting the direction on this side. Sir, why, sir? What is the reason? Okay. Yes, there is a reason for that. That is we can get from piston. See, in the piston, in the question they are given one force is acting on this side. Okay, on this side. So definitely there will be a opposite force. Otherwise, there will be one more force will be there, and that force will be acting in the opposite side. Okay, but I don't know the direction. That's why I didn't draw here. Okay, but definitely we know one more force is there, and that force is acting on the opposite side to F. Okay, if it is acting in the opposite side, like towards this side, means when I draw on link 5, I have to put it on the opposite side. That's why I have given the direction like this. Okay, so now we got the direction of F65. Okay, and I give the name as, because this point is between point 5 and 6, so I'm giving F65, and this point is between 3 and 5, link 3 and 5, so I'm giving F35, and we know that F35 is equal to F65. Okay, and this F65, where it is acting on point D. Okay, so we will go to this diagram. So what is this? This is point D. So in point D, one more force F65 is acting. So I have to draw that force here. Parallel to F65, draw it. Parallel to F65, draw it. Okay. So I am giving the name as F56. Why I am giving 56 means the force acting link should be given as second. Okay, the previous link should be given first. So only I am giving F56. Here I have written 65 because the force where it is acting on the link 5. Okay, second position. Okay, what is the next link for 5? 6. That should be given first. Yeah. So here I have written F65. Same thing, same value only. F65 only, but I am writing as F56. Okay, same thing. So we have finished this free body diagram. So this diagram is free body diagram. This is also free body diagram. Next, so all the three forces are acting on one point. So I can draw force polygon. Draw the force polygon diagram. First, I know the value of F. So draw F. What is the value for F? 300 Newton. 300 Newton. See, we can't draw 300 here. So we have to scale it now. So how I am scaling it? 1 centimeter equal to 100 Newton. So 300 Newton means I have to draw 3 centimeter line. So draw F 3 centimeter line. Yeah, that is 300 Newton. After this, we have to draw F16 and F56. I know the direction for F16 and F56, but I don't know the value of F16 and F56. So what I am doing is, I can draw F16 at this point. If I draw F16 at this point means I have to draw F56 on this point. So the diagram will be incomplete. So I can't draw like this. So draw F16 here. Okay, and F56 on this point. Parallel. Okay, parallel line. Draw parallel line to F56 on this point. Now diagram is complete. Okay. See, why we are doing this kind of calculation? Actually, we have to find out the torque acting on link AB. If I want to find out the torque acting on link AB means I should know the forces on point A and forces on point B. Okay, if I want to find the forces on point B means I should know the forces acting on point C. Okay, so if I want to know the force acting on point C means I should know the force acting on point D. Okay, that's why we have drawn the piston first, and we are trying to find out the force acting on point D. That is particularly on point D, three forces are acting. Particularly I need F56. Particularly I need F56. Okay, that's why we are doing this kind of drawing stuff. Okay, so we got the force polygon diagram. Now measure this height. Now measure the height of F16. Also measure the distance of F56. Actually we need the distance of F56. That is very important. So you just measure the distance of F56. If I measure the distance of F56, so you just measure and write. I didn't mention the value here. Okay, you will get, if it is 3 means you will get around 3.5. What is the scale? Scale value is 100 Newton. So 3.5 into 100. You will get the answer between 300 to 400. Okay, you will get the answer for F56 between 300 to 400. So we got the answer for F56. Now we have to move to next link. What is the next link? Next link is OC. Next link is OC. Okay. Next link is OC. So draw OC. Draw parallel line to OC. So here one more free body diagram. So draw parallel line to OC. Draw parallel line to OC and mark P. And mark P. Okay. Now draw F53. Draw F53. That is, draw this line. Draw this line. Draw F53. That will be parallel to CD. That F53 will be parallel to CD. So draw F53 parallel to CD. You just draw like this. Okay, this is the line of action of F53. You just draw it, just extend it. We don't know exactly how to draw, but you just extend it. Okay, you just extend it. Okay, now draw perpendicular line to piston. Draw a perpendicular line to this piston. That is a line perpendicular to OC. A line perpendicular to OC. So this meeting point. If the system is in equilibrium means all the line of force will be, line of action of all the forces will be meeting on one point. Why I have drawn perpendicular line means, see, this is a piston. There will be one force on point C. There will be one force on point O, because in the previous case also we have seen, no, for CD For CD we have seen one force on C and another force on D. Similarly here also one force on C and another force on O. Also they have given a piston in the center. They have given a piston in the not center. They have given a piston on point B. So for this point B, one more force will be acting, that will be perpendicular to B. So this particular perpendicular force, okay, line of action for this force, the force because of the piston, okay, force because of the piston on the slotted bar OC, that has been marked here. That has been marked here. So parallel to this line is drawn here. Okay, parallel to this line has been, and this line will be perpendicular to OC. Okay, this line will be perpendicular to OC. So this line is drawn here. So this uh, force because of the piston B and force on C, both of them are meeting at this point. So they are giving name for that point. The name is E. Okay, definitely the force on point O will also meet at that point. Okay, because if the particular mechanism is in equilibrium, means the members, the forces which is acting on the members will meet on one point. That is, line of action of the forces on the member will meet on one point. Already here two forces are meeting at one point. So the third force on O will also definitely will meet at this point. So connect E and O. Connect E and O, and this is the line of action for F13. This is the line of action for F13, because this one force is acting at this point and this point is between 1 and 3. So the name of the force is F13. Yeah, F13. So three forces are there, and I know the value for one force. I know the value for one force. That particular force is F53. Okay, I know the value for one force. I know the value for one force, that is F. Here we have the F35. So that is, so this, wait, let me erase and show you again. So this point is C. So this is also C. F35, here F53, that only we have drawn here. So F35 and F53 both are same only. Already we have the value for F35. Already we have the value for F35. It will be equal to, suppose I got here 350 Newton. I don't know what value you will get. You will get between 300 to 400. That value you have to write here. Okay. Now F35 also equal to F53. F35 is also equal to F53. Okay. So keep it in mind. Now I have to draw the force polygon diagram. Now I have to draw the force polygon diagram. Now I have to draw the force polygon diagram. Okay. So I am repeating again. First we have taken this piston. First we have taken this piston and we have finished the calculation. Okay. Then we have taken link CD. Then we have taken link CD. Then we have taken link CD. And we have done the part here. Now one by one, okay, one by one we are taking. Now which link we are calculating? Now we have taken OC. Okay, now we have taken OC. Okay, now for OC also we got all the force values. For OC also we got all the force values. Okay, for this OC we got all the force values. Phi 3 value I know, so first to draw Phi 3. For me it is 350 Newton, so 3.5 centimeter I am drawing. For you, whatever value you got scale, I have to scale no. For me 350 Newton means for me it's 3.5 centimeter. Okay, I have drawn 3.5 centimeter. Suppose if you got 370 Newton means you have to draw 3.7 centimeter. Okay, draw that. After that we have two more forces. We have F43 and F13. Okay, so first whatever you want to draw it. Okay, both of them they have the direction but they don't have the value. So first I am taking F43. Okay, F43, this line. So draw parallel line. I am drawing here F43. If I draw here, I'll get the triangle, complete triangle. Suppose if I draw the F43 line here means diagram will not be completed. Okay, that's why I am drawing here. You can draw here or you can draw here, but if I draw here means the diagram will not be completed, so I am drawing here. After that remaining thing is F13. Okay, F13. Now measure the values. Okay, now measure the values. Next one, what is the next link? OC is over. Link OC is over. What is the next link? Next link is this piston B. Piston B. Okay. Next link is piston B. Okay. On piston B, what is the force they have given here? What force is acting on piston B? On piston B, F43 is acting. So when I write here, I have to write it as F34C. F34, same direction. What direction given here? Same direction. That is parallel to this F43. I have to draw F34. Okay. At the same time, on the opposite side, one more force will be acting. That is F24. 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 Okay. F34 means this place is between fourth link piston and the third link, this slotted bar. Okay, that is F34. F24 means between piston fourth link and the second link, that point. Okay, it is mentioning that. What is the value of F34? I have to measure it from here. Suppose imagine like, suppose if I get 3.7 centimeter means, I don't know what is the value, just I am imagining. Okay, 3.7 centimeter means multiply it with 100, 370 Newton. You will also get a value between 350 to 450. 350 to 450 you will get a value. Okay. See in the question they got the value as 403. Okay. Book answer is 403. So 4.3 centimeter. So this length will be, this F43 length will be 4.3 centimeter. So Here I have to write, sorry, 4.03, that is 4 centimeter. F43 length is 4 centimeter. So here I have to write 400 or 403. Book answer is 403 Newton. Okay, 403 Newton. So if F43 is 403 Newton means, what about F34? Same value only. So F34 also 403 Newton, and on piston only two forces are there, F34 and F24. So F34 will be equal to F24. They are equal and opposite. Okay. Now let us take last link. Now let us take the last link. Last link is AB. Okay, draw parallel line to AB. Draw parallel line to AB. I have drawn parallel line. On B, on B, F24 is acting. If it is acting this side means, while drawing here parallel line on this side. Okay, F24. Similarly, in the opposite side, on point A, F12 will be there. Okay, so we know the value. If F42 is 403 means F12 also 403, because there is no other force. There is no other force on this link. Okay, but one couple is there. Okay, I have to find out the value for couple. Couple or torque all are same. So torque or couple, that is on the link 2, no. So that's why here they have written T2. T2 equal to F42 into H. H means the vertical distance between this place, and this place. Okay, here they got 120 mm, that is it might be 1.2 centimeter. Okay, so while multiplying it to the 100, we will get 120 mm. So 403 into 120, we are getting the answer as 48,360. 48,360 Newton millimeter. Suppose if I am writing in meter means 48.3 Newton meter. That's all. We got the answer. Okay. See, this is very simple. Link by link we have to take, and we have to do force analysis. First we have to take piston and do the force analysis. Then CD, do the force analysis. Then OC, do the force analysis. Then piston B, do the force analysis. Then link AB and do the force analysis. That's all. Very easy. Look at the problem once again and solve it. One condition, everything should be according to the dimension. If you draw a rough diagram means, you will get wrong answer. Okay, so draw everything according to the dimension and solve the problem and upload it in the Google Classroom.